But first at 5, heavily armed DPS troopers going home to home in the Florence area looking for any sign of the 2 inmates who escaped from prison on Saturday. Authorities also revealing this new photo of John Sharpio and David Harmon. DPS says this is from surveillance video from a store the 2 tried to rob in Florence. Their convictions involve kidnapping and molestation of a child. ABC 15's Mike Pelton joining us live in Florence right now. And Mike, an active day there.
Yeah, well, Steve, today we've seen DPS troopers all over the place, knocking on doors, trying to track down those 2 escaped inmates. And part of the challenge they're facing is they don't know if these guys are hundreds of miles away or hiding just down the street.
Taking my walk, looking at every trailer. Now, before I didn't look in the trailers. Now I'm looking in every trailer, looking for footprints.
Juan Duran isn't the only one keeping eyes on his property, just a stone's throw from the state prison in Florence. He tells me he gave armed troopers the okay to look when they came knocking on Tuesday.
Everything, my trailers in the back, I gave him permission to check my trailers in the back.
And still no sign of inmates John Sharpio and David Harmon, considered dangerous and possibly close by.
My neighbor calls every morning. You know, she's an older woman. She calls every morning. She lives by herself. And we make sure that every morning she gives us a call. It's when she wakes up. And this morning she called us again. So we were sure that she was okay.
Local, state, and federal agencies now involved in the search, from signs overhead to boots on the ground. Authorities say Harmon and Sharpio knocked down an AC unit, accessed a tool room, taking items like a bolt cutter before escaping on Saturday.
The chief area of concern is this. Being that we haven't received a great deal of information about the subjects at this time, that they could be holed up someplace.
Neighborhoods near the prison, ground zero for the search.
If these guys were half intelligent, they'll get out of the state.
Neighbor BOOKARD Dooley.
I have a gun by my bedside. I have shotguns in here, and when we go someplace, I put a gun in my car.
So you would be the wrong house for them to come and hide out.
It would be the wrong house, you know.
BOOKARD tells me he used to work at the prison. This escape, yet another chapter in its long history.
They'll goof up. They'll go see somebody they shouldn't go see. They'll be smart.
Well, they were smart enough to get out.
They were smart enough to get out, but, you know, we're smart enough to catch them.
And a reminder, authorities believe the 2 inmates, they can change clothes, they can possibly change their appearance. There is a $70,000 reward in this case. For now, we're live in Florence tonight. Mike Pelton, ABC 15, Arizona.